The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Discretion is advised.
Start the show by spilling on myself.
What's that?
Let's just let this intro loop. We can take
45 minutes.
45 minutes to an hour of just looping, and we'll just sit back and...
I am quite sleepy.
Yeah, you came in here. Sometimes you come in like a hurricane.
What time? It's like 3:30 in the morning right now, right?
It is 9 p.m.
Ooh.
on a Saturday, which is usually when we're raging, dude.
Getting old.
Usually when we're raging. Greetings from... Wait, are we actually in Hartford? We're in a place called Trumbull?
Trumbull?
I think we're in Trumbull.
I thought this was Bridgeport.
Look at your phone.
Hello from somewhere.
Connecticut is where we're at. Quickly get this out of the way while you see where we're at. We are recording this the day after the Jane's Addiction Boston show, which I don't know if you've heard, is making some news. Have you heard this?
I wasn't there.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn I saw you across the stage the whole night.
We are in Trumbull.
Trumbull. Trumbull.
Very good.
Connecticut.
Very good.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes.
Not a lot going on here, but yeah, so that show was last night. Obviously, a lot went down. It's a little too fresh at the moment to get into fully, but I imagine we will at some point. I'm a little
Down the
exhausted.
line.
Yeah. Been too much talking about it amongst ourselves and just not ready to get into it yet, but be patient some of the time. But we got plenty of other stuff to talk about, or we'll cut the show very short and just go about our sleepy business, right?
I'm going to wake up. Dude, I got a Red Bull.
Yeah.
We're going to be fucking blasting off in a second here. Don't worry.
I'm feeling good about it. I got a monster cooking. I ate a full bag of mint Milanos earlier today, and I'm not done yet. Things are good. Man, alive.
I think we need to promote this. I don't think you have them nearby, but those mint Milanos, I mean, we're birthday cake Oreo for sure, but
We're fully sponsored by Oreo. But
might be
cookies
the second greatest cookie.
Historically, I would say, if people were to ask me what's your favorite cookie, careful with that cable there. Yeah.
Fucking talk to me like that.
Sorry. Historically, I've always said that mint Milano is what?
Go on.
What just happened? Historically, I've always said that mint Milano is my number one cookie all time.
I'd never had them until this tour.
Is that for real?
You have opened my eyes.
You're not familiar with fucking
This is
PF?
gonna drive me
Pepperidge Farm?
nuts. Does
What?
this not get further over?
It does. But it
I'm
puts the
worried
cable
about
more in
you,
your
babe.
goddamn way, dude.
In my way? What do you think
This.
you're doing?
Listen, you've been through enough today. I'm
God
trying to
damn
make
it.
it easy for you. I know you're tired or whatever. Man. Sorry, we're just all we're still hyped up, man. That's all. From dinner earlier.
Dinner was dinner. We are in a very lovely hotel right now, and the options are limited. But actually, it was pretty good. It was.
Can you see my desk from there? All the shit on my desk from there? All that dust or the crumble?
Yeah, it looks good.
I'll try to pop the video in here, but we got here. What time is like 4 something this morning?
Yeah, 4:35.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I will just say, I feel like I say this a lot, and it almost feels cheesy, but I took a really very powerful edible last night.
That's out of pocket for you, but you did.
Yeah, I took a very,
much
very
was
big
that?
dose. All in, I think it was like 40 or 50.
That'll do it.
Because a friend of ours gave me a pretty good piece of something, and then I had another little piece of something, and then maybe even, if I'm being honest, another little piece of something.
You were complaining about it taking a long time to get to your room, and I just walked to your room from my room, and it must have been a mile and a half.
Getting out of the elevator, sincerely, I think it was about a minute walk, which truthfully is a very long time to be
At
walking.
5 a.m. if you're high on
Oh man,
that much edible. Yeah, of course.
if you've
That'll
never,
do it.
if you've been stoned, you know that sometimes it feels like time is going just at a different time than it really is. So things feel like it's been 20 minutes, but it's been 18 seconds, or vice versa.
Sure.
So I was like, am I lost? Like, is it really this? There's not a shorter route to this room.
No, you were right. It is a hike to get here.
Well, I appreciate you coming by.
It's the last time.
Are you getting comfortable in this new position of co-host on the show?
Nope. Heidi, I miss you. Please save me. I don't like talking
soon.
this much, man.
You don't?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all right.
you're good at it, man.
I like to sit back and then see a moment and jump in, and then I fuck right back into the shadows.
I can understand that the early days of Dark Matter, I was much more of like a third or fourth mic person, which means like Howard Stern. Howard's the first mic, and then Robin's a second mic, and then like Artie Lang would be the third mic, and he was the best third mic there ever was.
I see you more as like a Beetlejuice.
I'll take that. It's a very painful thing for you to say, and it hurts me a lot to hear it. But I appreciate it because Beetlejuice is the best whack packer of all time, without question.
Yes.
Long live the
Big
Beetle.
fan.
I mean,
Big fan.
Beetle and Eric the actor are my two. That's the 1-2 punch. But so anyway, here we are. We're tired, but we're gonna have a good time. We got some stuff to talk about tonight. You brought up a story the other day that I hadn't heard of, and I still don't really know.
Yeah, and I've only skimmed the article, but the headline is enough that it made me think of you. And this is gruesome, so I apologize.
This is a true story.
Oh, this is a true story.
All right, give me.
And this isn't funny, but we're gonna make it.
I haven't heard the headline, so give me the headline. And by the way, where is this story? Like, where's the headline from?
Hold on, now it's lost.
Of course it is. I guess we'll just wait.
Holy shit, I lost it.
What are you talking about?
All right, well, while I find this,
Okay, you got something
I have
else?
another thing I want to talk
Okay,
about
please,
real quick because I feel like this is another headline I saw that I feel like you're going to know more about. What's going on with, was it Prince Charles who was trying to see an alien?
Oh, I don't know. What?
What? God damn it. Okay.
Take your time, and we'll trim the fat if we need to. But what the hell are you talking about, dude?
Prince Philip.
Yeah.
Apologies. So, take this with a grain of salt. I don't know what Radar Online is as a news source. But allegedly, this came out that UFO nut Prince Philip arranged to meet an alien at a flat at somebody's apartment.
All right. What?
I know. I'm just telling you.
Okay.
It popped up.
All right.
And they're saying it was most likely a Russian spy posing as ET. I don't know this news source, but I know it made me laugh.
Let me see the headline here. Oh yeah, Prince Philip is the really old, creepy-looking one.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. Wow.
I figured you would have more intel.
How old is that story? Is that an old story?
No, this came out September 12th.
Holy shit, that's 2 days ago. 3 days ago. 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Right? Anyway, yesterday also happy birthday, Stephen Perkins. Yay.
Happy birthday, Perk.
Love you, Perk. Hope you had a good day. What are the other details in that?
Do you need to know more?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, any idea on what kind of alien? Who was the intermediary? Who set this up? Were they gonna have tea? Like, what was the plan? I gotta know the whole deal.
I should have done more research before I showed up.
It is kind of like Heidi is here, actually.
I heard it from a friend of a friend.
Okay, so it must be true.
By the way,
Yeah.
I heard from our good friend Kuhn today.
Oh, Kuhn, what's up,
buddy?
dude? What's happening? What did he want?
You know.
Uh-huh.
Just saying hi.
Yep, I got the same just hi message. Yeah. So, if you were told, hey,
I guess this guy was obsessed with crop circles and aliens. But I think the gist of it is he tried to go to an apartment, allegedly, to meet an alien named Janus.
Oh.
Janice.
This does kind of sound familiar, a little bit. That name sounds familiar. If someone asked you, hey, do you want to come to an apartment next week to meet an alien? Would you go to the room?
Is it as far away as your room is right now?
Yes, it is.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, dude. This is a one-time thing.
Have you heard this? Have you heard the story about Eisenhower having a meeting with an alien on a military base?
No, I don't think so.
Yep. And I'm leaning towards that was an actual event. A UFO landed.
Was he the one who got drunk and took somebody to Area 51?
No, that was Richard Nixon,
That was Nixon. Okay.
who took Jackie Gleason to
That's right.
to a probably Wright-Patterson in Ohio, and apparently showed Jackie Gleason, the comedian from Caddyshack, an alien body.
And where do you stand on that one?
I have asked around, and the overall sense seems to be that is likely true. Likely true. Because apparently Richard Nixon is one of the few presidents who was actually briefed on the state of the alien deal.
Yep.
Not all presidents are briefed on it, but he was one that was. And he was a little bit showy and had very famous friends and was hanging out with Jackie Gleason. And Jackie Gleason, by the way, I believe is the one who had a house that was a UFO.
Yeah.
So he was a UFO guy anyway.
Yeah.
So he got the ultimate, like...
I got to start drinking with presidents, dude.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
I've been drinking with, like, merch guys and shit.
Just-
I get free T-shirts, but...
It doesn't really help you very much.
That's fine.
Yeah, you got to drink with presidents. Have you ever been around a president? Have you ever seen a president in real life with your own eyes?
Not once, ever.
No?
No.
I was a little bit further than I am from you, from Bill Clinton once. I walked past him by the suites at the Staples Center at a sporting event.
Wow.
And I have been around two people in my life who exude this, like, you walk past them and you feel something of like, holy shit.
Sure.
That's like, whoa, that person, I don't know if I believe in auras or putting out like energies or the same shit that, Heidi and our friend Angeline on tour believe in, all this mystical feelings stuff. But walking past Bill Clinton, he exuded a certain like power or weirdness. It was like you feel it in the air.
Did you blow him?
No.
You heard it here.
I did not blow Bill Clinton. And the only other person I felt that with was Johnny Depp, another guy where like you're in his vicinity and you're like, there was something emanating from this person.
Sure.
And it was so Bill Clinton and Johnny Depp are the two.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did not.
Just.
Huh?
Eh?
Huh?
By the way,
Yeah.
shout out to Big Dave for the bear hug.
Oh, cousin Dave.
Dave.
Boom. So my cousin Dave, the cop, came to the show in Boston last night. Actually, on the side of the stage, I had like 10 or 15 people. I had my sister. First time my sister came to a show since 2005.
Oh, shit.
My little brother came, Max, who people on this show know. Max, by the way, was on Dark Matter once.
Oh, cool.
He came out to visit and came on the show. And on the air, Max, I know you're listening to this. You're going to love this. You'll remember this. On the air is... So when my mom listened to the episode, that's how she found out that my brother was no longer a virgin.
How old was he?
He was 15, I think.
Okay.
15 or 16, I think.
Okay.
And came out
Way
for
to go,
a great
Max.
visit. Yeah,
dude.
buddy.
Hey, give it up for Max.
Oh, yeah. That's him, buddy. And so he was there last night. My niece, Kara, who is 15 years old. I told her a while ago, I'm like, I want you to come out and come hang out and see what I see what I do for a living. Mm-hmm. And she sure did. And I had a bunch of all my like high school friends and
Nice, dude.
Couple ex-girlfriends and back there checking out the show.
Nice.
And cousin Dave, of course, who before you showed up at the end of the night, I was hanging out with my friends and family, and he was like, "Where's Throb? Where is Throb coming out here? You met him in Boston before.
I've never felt like more of a celebrity in my life.
When you were walking up, he goes, Throb, get over here, and picked you up with a big bear hug. I think he's a bigger fan of yours than he is of mine.
I don't get it, but thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
That was good. Yeah, he's a big fan of yours. I gotta say, you're dealing with your new celebrity pretty good. Like there's plenty of times and there's people in the crowd for these Jane shows who are fans of Dark Matter in rare form, and they want to say hello, and often they'll ask, "Where's Throb? Where's Heartthrob?"
It's funny because I never get that.
Yeah,
Every once in a blue moon,
You're
I'll hear
intimidating.
somebody yell my name from the crowd.
It's
and
pretty
I'm like,
fun, right?
Oh, that's weird, but
Yeah.
I know where it's
they love you. They love you.
thrust.
I want to show you something real quick.
I'm not gonna.
We're talking about, interesting shit. You have a sister, right?
I'm afraid to answer that.
But you have a sister.
One or two.
Yeah. So imagine, if you will, if your sister was on OnlyFans or either was on OnlyFans or did pornography, okay? Mm-hmm. It'd be horrible. There's nothing wrong with that for people. I just don't want it with my sister.
How old's your sister?
Why? She's 41.
Okay.
Why? You interested?
Was that no? I'm not interested.
Oh,
should I be?
no.
Okay.
I don't think so. No.
That was a big. I have two older sisters, and not that I think they would ever. But growing up, you're always concerned, like you're gonna click a wrong link or scroll across a wrong page.
So nowadays, dude.
And nowadays, it's got to be tenfold.
What if you were trying to bust a nut when you if you were someone who ever watched pornography, which I know you're not. If you were, do you settle on one? There you go. It's for the Lord. Try to put yourself in the mind of a sinner for a moment. Give yourself a second and get into that headspace. Let me know when you're there.
Okay.
All right. Now imagine for a second that you're masturbating your beautiful Christian penis. Do you jump around video to video, or do you settle on one and use that till its completion? If you were a sinner, Dave Brown. Ew.
Yeah, like one. I mean, wait. How long do you think a sinner would do something like that? I think most sinners is probably like
on that bed next to you last night, right over there. Yep. You get closer. You don't want to be closer to me. It's worse over here.
the sins.
Yes, dude. When we got in this morning, man, I took my time over there. I romanced myself. Probably took me an hour, maybe.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe 3 hours.
Yeah.
But again, it was on edibles, so who knows? But I just want you to think about that for a minute, and then we'll get back to the story.
All right, let me think about it for a minute.
4 feet from you over there, dude. I made a mess.
Say feet again.
Feet.
Oh, sinners love
hairy feet.
Anyways,
so
no, I don't. So I had that's like no.
So this video, I don't have the full backstory, but I believe this is an OnlyFans girl or a porn girl, and
it's an OnlyFans girl.
Oh, do you know the story?
I've seen this video.
Oh, you have?
Go on. I didn't want to ruin it.
All right, great. So she is interviewing her little brother on a podcast. It seems like. And do you have more backstory?
No, I don't have. That's all I know.
Okay, let's play this for the people. So here we go.
As I've been like leveling up, in my career, like what's the craziest thing that's happened to you so far?
So there's this one kid, I'm not going to mention names, he is obsessed with you.
Oh.
Every time I'm on the bus, he takes his phone and he goes, "Oh look, it's your sister."
And then he shows it to him. And she's embarrassed. And
you can't do that if you have siblings.
Gets better. Gets worse.
And he goes like this. "Oh, look at this."
Pork.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Absolutely.
Do you care?
And they ask me, "Is it pink?" I just tell them, "Pay for it and find out."
God damn,
I didn't watch that far, but that is gold.
Yeah, is it pink? Pay for it and find out.
Great slogan.
Which one? Pay for it and find out, or is it pink?
Both.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. That would be a really, really tough thing to deal with.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea.
That's brutal.
I haven't told you this story. When I was 19, it was right before I moved away from home, or maybe I may have already moved. Anyway, my sister had a live-in boyfriend at my house growing up for a while. When she was 18, no, she was probably 17. Anyway, she had a boyfriend who we liked very, very much. And there was one night I came home. I knew that my family had ordered pizza from my favorite pizza spot, Papa Gino's, my favorite pizza in the whole world. And I get home, and I go in the kitchen to get some pizza, and I'm like, there's no pizza. Like, where the fuck's the pizza? I know there's like multiple pizzas here. So like, it's late. I crack my sister's door open where her and her boyfriend would sleep. And I open it, and I see the pizza box. So I just very softly, I open the door. I tiptoe in like a cat burglar. I grab the pizza box. I fucking tiptoe out of there, right? Close the door, real quiet. Go down the hall to the living room. So hungry, so excited to eat this pizza. I open up the pizza box. I didn't see pizza in there.
No, what'd you see?
I saw
Oh, I'm not ready.
a used condom
Yep.
full of cream.
Did you eat it?
No. Dude, I was starving. What am I supposed to do? Starve to death? What am I supposed to do? Not eat the Twinkie? It was so bad. So then...
We've hit rock bottom. I
No,
think.
we haven't.
Oh, keep
It
going.
got where
Sorry.
the story isn't
Sorry.
over. Now I have to put it back.
No,
Because
you don't. You leave that on the counter.
are you crazy?
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
I didn't
them.
want
They
them to
stole
know.
your pizza. Fuck.
So
them.
I fucking put this now empty condom back in the box, and I close the box, and I have to tiptoe back in. It's like a reverse cat burglar, bringing back and returning the stolen goods. And they didn't know about it for years. I told my sister about it many, many years later.
Ugh.
But it was awful. I'm like, this thing, this fucking piece of rubber, this cream-filled piece of rubber was in my sister earlier.
I can't believe you never told me that story. Have
No.
you
Well, it's one
told
of those
that
things.
on air before?
I don't know. I think so. And it's the guy, I don't tell it because I think for most of my waking life, I try to forget about it. But every now and then,
Man, I am
what?
so fortunate. I've never walked in on anybody or anything, least of all my family. Like I've been
Oh, I have so many more stories.
I've been so blessed. I've never been walked in on, none of that.
When my mom dies, I have more stories to tell. But I can't.
Hurry up.
Come on, Mom. We need it. We need the views.
We're facing serious dead air until you pass.
We're waiting, Mom.
Jeez.
No, I'm kidding. We don't want that. But
No.
at some point when that happens, I have stories I can tell that I'm just not ready to yet. But
Does she
I've-
listen?
not anymore. She learned her lesson.
Yeah.
And the other day, so today's the 14th. On the 12th, we had a day off in Boston on the 12th, a couple days ago on a Thursday. And, my dad is ill. So we got in at like 5:30 in the morning. I slept for 45 minutes and I went and borrowed my friend's car and I drove 2 hours up to Maine, took a ferry to the island my dad lives on, went and spent the day with him and came back that night. So tired, 45 minutes sleep. It was a rough day. But when we were there, my dad's girlfriend, who's basically my stepmom, she also told me that she goes, yeah, I listened to your show once. I saw you post about it somewhere. I'm like, I'm going to give this a try. And she goes, and I really wish I didn't.
Yeah.
Why do you say all those things?
That's
And I was like, well,
one episode.
I don't know which one it was,
Oh, no.
but she goes, I just just things I just didn't want to know or hear about. I'm like, I know, I don't want to know. My dad's like, well, what was it? And I was like, we don't have to get into it, but I often talk about my sex life and make a lot of stupid jokes. I say a lot of dumb shit, but I'm trying to say it's mostly, we're just trying to be funny, but this is all true. These are true things that we talk about. Oh yeah, bud,
What?
it's true stuff. This is real shit.
me.
Don't worry about it. Oh, my guy.
God.
But yeah, so that happened. But yeah, I've seen some things. I've experienced some things growing up that I really, really wish that I hadn't. And it probably makes me so fucked up today.
I can't wait to hear more stories.
Yeah.
How's mom's health doing?
My mom's health?
Yeah.
Not great. I mean, it's just,
Cool.
So you'll find out soon enough.
Cool.
I think, yeah.
I was going to say, you might have to tell me off air, but I mean,
I'll tell you off air.
maybe. No, I mean, if it's not going to be that long, maybe edge me a little bit and do it on do it on a show, bro.
Man, at some point. We'll when we do the death episode, we'll get into all that kind of stuff. I'll make a mental note. Did you
right.
find that other story? I want to know what happened, dude.
No, dude, I got swept up in your pizza box. I'm falling apart, dude.
I know.
My sleep schedule is going to take forever to get back on on track
I
when
know.
we get off tour.
Well, it's a mess. At the moment, we're still like, well, luckily we're working our way back west, so we'll have time to sort of get back on a somewhat regular schedule.
Sure. Yeah.
But so to explain that a little bit, on this tour, our schedule, it seems nice. Like we do a show with a
It's
day
hard
off,
to complain about.
which is
but
nice in theory. But the problem is so what happens is we usually leave the venue about 1 a.m. and every city we've been going to is about 3 to 4 hours away.
Yep.
So we get on the bus. Very few of us go right to bed, especially like you and I. There's like 5 or 6 of us that are just like night owl. Let's watch Under Arrest. Let's watch Beavis and Butthead.
It's very tough because you get on, you eat some food, you chill for a minute. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I can go to sleep and wake up in an hour and a half or 2 hours, and then have to go into the hotel, or I can stay up.
And it's not good sleep either. It's not great sleep.
There's no right answer. So you either fall asleep for like 2 to 3 hours, then get woken up, and you have to walk, I don't know, 6 clicks to your room.
How many? I know you're a big pace guy. How many paces was that?
You love my paces, dude. You're so into it. It was a lot of paces.
So many paces.
So yeah, you get to your hotel room, and then you're like half awake. I don't
Yeah.
know. I always struggle to fall asleep once I get into my hotel room.
Well, because let's say you are sleeping on the bus, you got 2 or 3 hours. So waking up, you kind of have to come to getting out of your bunk, kind of getting your stuff together, putting your shoes on, and just by getting dressed kind of wakes you up.
Yeah, you're up.
So you're up, people are making noise, the lights are on now, you're walking past the fridge, you open it to load up some drinks for the day, so get some waters, you go up in the cabinets, you get some snacks. Now you get out of the bus, you go to the bay, you have to dig out your luggage because your bag is never in front.
Never.
Somehow, no one's bag is ever in front.
No.
Everyone's bag is behind everything.
Yep.
So you're moving stuff, you're on your hands and knees, climbing back, digging for your bag. You pull it out. Now you're waiting for someone to bring you your key. Then you come in, you got the key, you're rolling your bag, you're half asleep, you go inside, go to the front desk. Where's the elevator? Oh, it's a quarter mile down to your left. And then there's 6 elevators. They all go to different places. Figure it out.
It's enough to wake you up. You're really short story long.
It's called filling time.
Yeah, dude.
called
Jesus
filling time.
Christ. People are switching over to
Your mom's house or something?
yeah.
Yeah, great.
Sure.
But yeah, it's
It takes
been,
forever. The
it's
worst
a long day.
are
What do you got?
casinos when you roll into a casino at like 5 a.m. and then you have to walk through the casino floor. It's so bright
Babalo.
and so loud. So yeah, you get like 2 hours of sleep on the bus, maybe, or you
Yep.
just stay up. Then you get in your room and you sleep till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon because you're exhausted.
Yeah, I was asleep till about 2. I think 2 this afternoon.
This whole tour, I feel like I'm sleeping like 4-hour chunks.
Are you doing day naps? Day naps?
I'm a napper on this tour.
I see your little booties outside your bunk. I'm like, oh, little guy's napping, taking a throb nap,
Yeah, dude.
a power throb.
I've
we'll call
never
it.
done that, but
It's nice. It works.
Like I said, I feel like I sleep
it works.
4 hours before show days, and then I'm just passed out in the afternoon.
I know. You find that story?
Yeah, dude, you ready for it?
I mean, is it funny? Is it violent? Is it tragic? Is it erotic?
Yes.
Yes.
This story from Sky News, and I've seen it at multiple places.
That's England.
England.
Okay.
England in it.
In it. Someone's getting shot.
Former model and Miss Switzerland finalist Christina Joksimovic pureed in blender by husband.
What?
You didn't hear this one.
No.
Ooh,
is
yeah.
this is a new story?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Give it to me.
Friday the 13th.
Can we? Is there a picture of her before? Show me a picture of her, like a strawberry shake, a smoothie. Oh yeah, she's skinny, so you can probably get her all in there too.
Yeah.
Okay, give me the deets, dude. This is in Switzerland.
Yes. It was her husband.
Capri Navrinovic. What's her name?
Yeah, Christina Joksimovic.
Joksimovic.
Yeah.
Mavic.
I've heard it both ways.
Okay.
Yeah, she was murdered by her husband, who I think was claiming self-defense. He said she was trying to attack him with a knife.
Oh.
So he strangled her to death.
Prove me wrong. How do we know she didn't?
Well, we won't.
Okay. Oh, so she's come out with a knife. So he strangles her to death.
Allegedly.
Okay.
It's really hard to say what really happened, how she actually died, because he then proceeded to, where was it? Dismembered her in the laundry room with a jigsaw, a knife, and garden shears. Then added the body parts to a hand blender and pureed them and dissolved it in a chemical solution.
Holy shit. The amount of work. Have you ever
They arrested him. Can you believe that?
for a spousal disturbance? Listen,
I wasn't sure if this is good pod material because it's dark, and I apologize if
no.
she's watching.
she's dead, dude. She's pureed.
You can't trust Sky News.
She's drank by now. Yeah, I've been in a relationship for 15 years, and another one 6 years before that. It's no one's business when you get into a little argument like that. That's how I feel. Like, people need to mind their business.
Oh, you don't think this is news?
I mean, it's someone's private stuff. Stay out of my life.
I think my new favorite thing to tell people is going to be, I'm going to murder and puree your ass.
You're one fucking word from getting pureed, lady. My God. So how do you get caught? Do we know?
Probably with a blender.
Did someone call the police, or did she go missing? Like, how do we get down to the bottom of this? And
I'm not good at reading. I read
know.
headlines and I go, that'll be funny. And
Let's read the whole
here
article.
I am, like we're learning together.
Give me all. I need to hear it all.
Thomas, who is a Swiss national, reportedly arrested a day after her remains were found by a, quote, third party.
Yeah, man. Do you know what third party means in most languages? Fucking snitch.
Yeah, dude.
Lame. Okay.
That's all
Found by
I
a
got,
third-
dude. There's
that's
not
it?
There's
Found
not
by-
a ton of this. I mean, the guy pureed his girlfriend.
Then
I
how
just
do we
thought
know-
that was a wild title,
How do we know she was strangled? Did he admit it?
That's what I'm saying. He must have,
Huh.
must
That's going
have
to be tough for his
fabricated
defense later on.
All of it is.
Are you able to, like, when you hear a story like this, do you find yourself thinking about committing that act and what it would actually be like? Like how difficult it sounds?
Oh, dude, that's not
Messy.
easy. That sounds so horrible.
You're trying to get through bone. You have to know where joints are. Like when you, listen, I know this is fucked up.
How did
but
you brought up a good point. I don't know how the third party found her. If you're going to go through all that trouble to,
he could have had a friend over, or someone came over to like check his mail, or maybe there's a roommate and there's like, hey, Thomas, good to see you. Oh, what the fuck is all this blood doing everywhere? Did you spill blood everywhere? And he's like, no.
well, it says they found her remains.
Right.
Which to me, I think like if you're going to puree someone, the idea is that it's easy to hide.
Yeah, but
Because you could puree someone and dump that in a river and like.
it was a hand pureer? A hand pureer? Is there? He's like, gotta get rid of
that's what
his
it
wife.
says.
So
It was a magic bullet.
cool.
But I would just think like if you
But
find
how
their
long would it
remains-
take? So if you're gonna puree someone, I gotta think it would take more than the night.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, she was skinny.
She was skinny, but still, that's so much bone. It's so much
Yeah, I don't
eyes.
know. I wonder how
Nipples are rubbery.
They didn't talk about the head. I don't. This article sucks.
How do you see? You can't.
You're
you
right,
can't
there's
puree.
We're missing a lot of
You
details.
just can't puree a full-grown woman's head, even if she's a skinny, bony model head. It still is going to take time to break that fucking thing down.
God damn it! You can't just puree a grown woman's head.
That's what I'm trying to say, dude.
So I don't know.
We gotta
This
think logically about
inconclusive.
this.
I wish I had more to give you. That's what the article.
Is there anyone in your life who you would help hide a body for?
I don't think so. Genuinely, no.
Well, I know who my first call will not be. You.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if your mom like accidentally hit a known pedo with her car, like you wouldn't be like, oh, okay, we can get.
Well, you
this.
just said accidentally.
Yeah. But we're still gonna hide the body.
Why does he have to be a pedo then?
It's to make it easier for you.
Oh well.
She hit him like, oh yeah, I recognize this guy from the clubs.
Listen, Daniel.
What?
Mama Throb ain't no sinner.
Right.
She would.
But if she did, if she's like, son, you're my only hope. You got to help me bury this pedo out in the woods here.
Look, I could be wrong. I don't think a lot of people are getting away with murder these days.
It's a sad time we live. I mean, no, it's good.
What do you think the numbers are of like people who are actually getting away with murder?
Compared to the 70s and 80s? Like the heyday, of serial killing
That seems
in the 70s.
so easy back then.
So easy. No cameras outside. No one. Like right now, there's a camera. If you drove across the country, there's probably very few moments you're not on video.
Yeah.
So
that's why, like, helping somebody do that, like, you're gonna get caught up in it.
with that attitude, you're probably right. But
Yeah, and
also with satellite photography and satellite video imagery, like I remember I have someone sort of in my family who has insight into government activities. I'll say that. And this is 15 years ago. I heard them say like, "Oh, we have satellites that if you are reading a text on your phone on a public bench, we can read your text from space." That was 15 years ago.
sure, but do local police departments have access to that? That's why I think
No.
there's some stuff that, like, unless
If
you're
they wanted
doing,
to
like,
utilize
national
it-
security, FBI
Yes.
shit, then yeah.
I think every crime and every single murder could be solved if we could just use, government satellites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we just started doing background checks on blenders,
Can of worms, dude.
I think we would solve a lot more.
And like, okay, so if you put a red flag on this blender, so now this blender can't vote, can't buy a gun. Is that what you're saying? What's next, dude? 2A, Second Amendment, bud.
We could have. Well, he got caught anyway, so I was gonna say we could have saved Christina Slavajakadix.
No, she's gone,
She's
dude.
done.
It's not going to win it. No more pageants, blender pageants from here on out. That's a horrible way to go.
Well, I mean, she wasn't there for it. That's the fortunate thing.
That's true. I've seen a lot of videos of people being dismembered, and
Cool.
yeah, and like when you watch like ISIS videos of them doing it,
Do you ever worry that when you're watching one of those videos, you're gonna see one of the ISIS people and it's your sister?
can't say I have. Although I gotta say, I think it would be easier for me to watch my sister be dismembered than have sex.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Making sure you
Yeah.
heard that.
Dismembered over member.
I think I'll take it. Oh God.
Yeah.
How much money to watch a video of one of your sisters having
I'm good.
sex?
Nope. Good.
A
Next.
million?
Yeah.
Attaboy. Yeah, it's not good, man.
That's got to happen to kids all over the world.
The sex one or the murder one?
The sex one, more. I mean, both,
yeah.
but definitely like, man, it's.
What about a father? What about a father looking at porn and finding his daughter on
Do you
there?
remember those the sweet days of Girls Gone Wild infomercials?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Dude,
My one of my good friends, Larry, his ex-girlfriend was one of the girls on that showing her tits, and he didn't find out until he watched the video and saw his girlfriend on there showing her tits on a spring break trip. Yeah, but dad's on that. Just not the commercials. Like
Yeah.
you're outed.
yeah.
Don't even have to pay for it. You're seeing
No,
this
that's
for
on
free,
public TV.
over and over and over and over again.
It's like some dad falls asleep watching the news, wakes up at 2:00.
That's my daughter's tits. She has her mother's tits. Great,
Yep.
great. She has her mother's tits. This is awful.
She's a slut, just like her too.
Just like her fucking mother.
Damn it.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
You ever see your
That
dad
sucks.
naked?
No.
Okay. I've seen your dad naked.
Well, anybody with $9 a month.
Hell yeah. Good. Check
know?
out
Was
Papa Throb's OnlyFans.
Was it pink?
Pay and find out, dude. God damn.
Jesus. What a cool world we live in.
It's a crazy world. When you think about what people are doing now, like how there's like so much sexting going on, everyone having OnlyFans, everyone like making sex tapes, and everyone. These are going to be grandparents and parents someday, where this stuff's out there.
Oh yeah,
This stuff is out there. Like you're.
I'm curious to see if there is like any sort of backlash down the line.
There
but I
has
don't
to
know.
be.
I don't
Or
know.
it just becomes. It could go two ways. It could be a backlash of like, this is horrendous. I can't believe that we're seeing this. Or it just kind of becomes the norm, and we stop kind of demonizing and making sex
Yeah.
such a horrible, dirty thing.
Read the comments on some of those. Like, I think that we got a while to go before that's done being demonized.
You're probably right.
Would it upset you if Dickless started doing that?
Doing what?
Like an OnlyFans and stuff like that? Let's say you start dating a new girl and you find out, like, oh, hey, I do porn or I have an OnlyFans. Would that bum you out?
I gotta say, it would be easier to deal with from the start because, like, you can't be upset about it. Like, oh, I met you, and you do this. Okay, that's what you do. If my wife started now, I actually think that I'm comfortable enough and secure enough in my relationship to be like, if you want to, that's fine. Yeah, I think I'm fine with it.
All right.
I told her for years when she was like starting to do like yoga and trying to make yoga happen. I told her forever, you gotta start doing naked yoga. Like have like a naked yoga thing that you do. People can pay to watch that, and you'll make a fortune. And she always
I'm
said
sure.
no. But
I'm sure there's tons of people
how
doing
about you?
that too.
Would you have a tough time with it?
I think I would.
Yeah.
Not
You're a super jealous type. I know that
No,
about you.
it's not even that. I think just introducing her to my family or being afraid that like my family or I don't know, mostly my family would find out. I think that would just be kind of awkward. I could be wrong.
Do you, in general, care a lot about what your family thinks?
No, but a little, you know.
Of course. I'm not saying like fuck the family. You know, my
Yeah,
wife's
yeah.
naked, but
Yeah, I think it would be tough. Like if my mom found out my girlfriend had OnlyFans because my mom is religious.
yeah.
That might be a little tough.
Do you think your mom knows what OnlyFans is? Call her.
God, I want to so bad.
That
but
would
I'm
be
not
so
going to.
funny. Mom, just
It's
one
late.
question.
She goes to bed at like 7:00.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Hey, you shared. I'm gonna hint at it. You shared a video with me recently.
Ah, fuck. No, I'm not playing it.
You won't play it?
No. I
When
won't play it.
when are you gonna play it?
We can-
You're going to at some point. We're gonna play it on here. At some point.
We can clip it
Okay.
at some point and maybe play some audio.
No, I'm not.
tonight, I
No
would-
video. No, absolutely no video.
Absolutely no
Yeah.
video.
Okay, but some point we'll play some audio.
Yeah, we can maybe throw it on a soundboard or something.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Can you talk a little bit about what it is, or hint at, or however I'm going to give you the floor, and you talk about it in whatever manner, whatever fashion you'd like.
As many young men do, at one point, had a crazy girlfriend.
Yes.
And she liked to yell
Yes.
a lot for
Yes.
no reason
Yep.
in the house. And it got to the point
You guys live together?
we lived together,
Okay.
and it got to the point where she like wouldn't let me leave, so I couldn't get out of the situations, and then she would start saying things like, I'm going to tell people you hit me. I'm going to tell people you
R-word. Yeah.
Which I would never in a million years do.
Yeah. With a face like that, you don't need to.
Cut that out. Anyways, so I'm very tired. I'm tie.
When he's tired, he tells the deepest truths.
So I started, when she would have these episodes, a couple times, I pulled out my phone and started filming because I knew I needed some evidence to show, like, she's going to say a bunch of crazy shit, and here's at least some evidence to show like how she's acting versus how I'm acting, which is pretty docile for a guy who's getting screamed at the top.
You're a pretty chill dude.
Anyways, so
Yeah. And when I saw this video, and you're not hiding the fact that you're filming. Like it's like a.
there's other ones where it's more
those
hidden.
all those Karen videos.
Oh yeah, they just don't care.
This has some Karen ass vibes to it.
Ooh yeah.
So basically, at some point we're gonna play a video of.
We're not playing the video because
Well, you know what I'm saying. We're gonna be watching the video when it plays, but the audience will not see any of it for multiple reasons. For the anonymity of the person, and another thing, but we don't have to.
there's two main quotes that cracked me up that I
We'll have to save it. You can't even say the quote. You want to give one of the quotes?
no, we'll save it.
Yeah, it's
This
great.
is
It's such a tease. It's such a big tease. But
we got you right where we want you.
there's one line in it that is going to be on the soundboard.
Sure.
For sure.
All right.
I'm very much looking forward to that. You got anything else? I mean, I'm fucking. I got lots.
I got a couple. I just I found some fun articles.
I like your articles. You send good stuff. Hope it's another brutal murder.
No, this no.
Boring.
It's hard because I have a bunch of old articles from shows that we never got to.
Well, sometimes
here's a
articles
new
still
one.
hold. Did you hear that Trump won the election in 2016? What?
No, this one's ridiculous.
Okay.
The headline: Man gets food poisoning in his penis after having vigorous sex with his wife.
Oh, what?
Huh?
What? Did you read that one?
Yes, because I was just as baffled as you are.
Okay, let me think about this for a second. Hold on. He got food poisoning in his penis after having vigorous sex.
Rigorous.
Rigorous. With his wife?
I don't know what you have to be doing before you're like, that was fucking rigorous.
Yeah,
babe.
right.
But he did it. And they
did
talked
she-
about it.
Did she have food in her vag, or was it some kind of yeast situation?
No. Neither.
All right, I'm listening.
That's why I read, because the first thing I was like, well, these guys were getting freaky with something that.
Like whipped cream, or like shoving a bunch of pasta up in there.
No.
Okay.
This happened in Beirut, Lebanon.
Well, I mean, of course.
Duh. He went to the doctor because he was suffering from redness, swelling, and scabbing on his penis.
Oh,
For the best part of a week. I like that they say for the best part of a week.
sounds like the worst part of the week, if you ask me.
What are some highlights of your week? Well,
Well,
the best part was the
best
redness and
part-
swelling.
Was my fucking cock was throbbing pain.
He'd also been suffering from severe diarrhea and vomiting.
For the best part of a week?
Obviously the best part of the week. So they did some swabs to see what the infection was.
I'm sorry, pause. Have you ever had an STD test?
Not the swab ones.
I haven't either. I don't want that ever for any reason.
Actually, yeah, I think when I was younger,
Younger? Like 10?
like 16, 17,
Did you have some? Were you dealing with something?
I had a UTI and I went in and I think they were checking stuff.
What did you say?
Yeah, I know. We've talked about this.
We have?
We've talked about this because you didn't think dudes could get them. They absolutely can.
Dudes can't. At least not like masculine ones.
Absolutely can.
Soft dudes maybe, but like you
Yeah,
put out a man vibe, but
absolutely
obviously
can.
not.
Okay, well, I was 16 or 17. Doesn't matter. It was so long ago, I remember it was disturbing.
You showed me a picture of you a while ago
Not
with a
that.
fucking you look like Pete Wentz. I don't know what was going on. You looked awesome. We can't show that one either, I don't think. But God, what a photograph, dude.
Why can't we show that one?
I don't know. Do you want to show a picture of you with an ex-girlfriend?
I don't even remember which one. I don't care. We'll find
Okay, cool.
All right.
Okay, I'm put
We'll put it in the episode,
on
right?
the show. Look at this swoopy haircut right here.
Eh. I have tons of pictures from that era. I can find one.
Oh yes, please. All right,
So,
penis stuff.
they found this bacteria that's often found in rice that's been left at room temperature for too long. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. The man was told his genital infection was caused by diarrhea and vomiting, which was increased after he had sex with his wife due to acceleration in blood vessels. What? They say that it most likely made contact with his groin during intercourse. Where
The diarrhea?
I guess so.
Okay, so let me. I think I know what happened. I think I know what happened. So this guy had some super messy diarrhea. He went brown town. He's dripping. He's missionary, so he's on top of his wife, right? You with me?
No. Say it again.
So she's on her back,
Yeah.
and he's on top, just pounding away
Rigorously. Yeah.
And some of that leftover watery diarrhea
From her?
from him
Yeah.
is now he's on top going to town. So this diarrhea, of course, drips down the back of his ball sack to the base of his penis, drips down into his wife's vagina, which he's now having sex with. So that diarrhea goes into his pee hole, and fucking ipso facto, you got food poisoning in your dick.
I think that's about it.
That was some Law and Order SVU stuff.
I think it's hard to say exactly what happened, but something to the degree
what I said is what happened.
Yes. Okay. Great. I don't know why the
Diarrhea
vomit,
down the balls, down the shaft, into the vag, back in the beehole. You got food poisoning.
They don't say the gentleman's name,
got
but
food poisoning.
I would like to give him a shout out for still getting it in.
Let's give the man a round of applause. This bud's for you, Mr. Diarrhea, food poisoning penis guy.
Babe, it's coming out both ends, but I'm feeling rigorous.
I saw another video once where a girl was on her back with her vag up in the air, and she opened it, and the guy leaned over and filled that entire vagina with diarrhea.
We can't do a show like this. We can't.
We
put
just
this
did
out.
it.
Dan, I watched an episode of your podcast, and I really wished I hadn't.
I'll give you an option.
I
Either we
can't
leave
believe
this
it.
in, or we do a deep dive on last night.
No, we'll leave it in.
All right, good.
It's less shitty.
Yeah, well, literally less shitty. Yeah, I saw that video, so I'll have to pull it up for you and send it to you.
What if that was your sister?
Oh, is that better than being
It's
railed?
rough. No, it's not better.
Okay, rank these.
Yeah, it's rank.
No, we're gonna give you three. You have
Jesus.
to watch a video of your sister having like hardcore sex, your sister getting her vagina filled with diarrhea, or your sister being dismembered.
I'll take the wiggly teeth, please.
Oh, we can't go back to that.
Why not?
I hate it so much. I hate it so much, dude. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I can't do the wiggly teeth.
Those all sound terrible. Just dismember her. I don't care.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Whatever. At least that's only once. You know.
What if somehow they're all worked
How
into
did
one
they
video?
find the remains? If you're going
Gotta
through
know.
the effort of
Gotta know.
pureeing a human being, that's
So
you can flush down the toilet that'll be gone forever.
You just said something. So there's been times
How?
before when people are trying to liquefy bodies and trying to get rid of bodies, and they end up getting frustrated, so they start flushing pieces down the toilet, which ends up clogging the toilet. So then a plumber comes and they're pumping, and a fucking ear pops out, and then you're busted.
Yeah, but they pureed her. They're not going to clog.
You can't puree bone, dude. Okay, I'm gonna have to say it. You can't puree bone. You get a whole skull. A whole skull, just ging 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 ging. That's the sound of it when it keeps hitting the skull. Want to hear it again? Ging 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 ging, like that.
All right. Do I have any other news?
Give me one more article. And we're gonna wrap this thing up,
All right. I can't remember if I have any more, so let me just double check this.
and then we'll play the video of your girlfriend, ex-girlfriend.
Nope, that's all I got.
All right.
That's all I got.
That's fine.
Sorry.
All right. Well, listen, we're gonna just get off of here and just finish up our unbelievable night in Trumbull, Connecticut, on this magical journey that we're on. We want to do more shows in here with maybe some other people in the crew.
We'd love that.
That'd be nice. And we're still I mean, there's been talk about getting some band members up on this show. We'll see when that makes the most sense to do, but in the meantime,
That would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. So this is a little bit of a shorter episode, but listen, we've had a very long night and a long day, and I might still be a little bit stoned from yesterday, and I'm probably going to get back to it when we get done with this show. But I think we did a pretty good job, all things considered.
Not bad.
No, it was not bad. It's always good to have you here.
It's so great to be here. I'm in Trumbull.
In Trumbull. First time?
Anybody, I'm sure we have tons of listeners in Trumbull.
It's one of our
What do
biggest
we-
markets.
What do we get into around here?
Well, it's what, 10 o'clock now? What is it? Yeah, it's after 10. I bet everything in Trumbull's closed. Although you're out, I don't know what's around here. What's around here today?
You're in Big Trumbull, mister.
Oh, Big Trumbull,
There's
Little
a-
China?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
There's a Target next door.
Oh, is there really?
Yeah.
I wish I'd
dude.
known that. I like Target a lot.
Target and a Best Buy, like walking distance.
Are you shitting in my mouth? Are you filling my vag with diarrhea? Oh. There he is.
I like this. I need one of these when we get back to the old HS, the old home studio.
Yeah, you can be in charge of this thing. Do you want to start being in charge of sound effects?
No, I want my own.
Oh, I would love that. I mean, during the show or just in life to walk around people and like.
All of it. But I'm a little worried if I had my own because I am slightly retarded.
Yep.
So I might just sit in the corner and hit buttons and laugh to myself.
Nothing. I mean, that's what Fred does on the Howard Stern show. He's the sound effects guy and made it. He's been doing it for 40 plus years. Just sound effects.
I do run the effects.
Yeah, you
on
do.
tour, so
You do, and you're good at what you do.
I am.
Yes.
Oh.
You're very good at what you do.
Thanks.
You're the best monitor person this band has ever had. And that seems to be the general consensus. And Navarro's been saying that this entire tour.
Well, he's a sweet man.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Thank you guys for listening. If you enjoyed this at all, drop a like on this video on YouTube. Subscribe to the show. If you like it, share it. Send it to people.
yeah.
You know, we're doing a cool thing here, so more people should hear about it. Leave a review on iTunes. Leave a review on Spotify. We appreciate it very much. And if you want to actually support the show financially, you can go to patreon.com/rareformradio. Pick a tier that works for you. We got bonus episodes. We have the occasional extended episode. We have behind the scenes little clips of things. We do RFR Jukebox, where we'll do like a top 5 or top 10 deep dive on the 10 best rap songs. The 5 best songs that start with bass. We got female vocals. We've done so many best Oasis songs. Best what else have we done? A bunch. But you got to do one with me soon.
Sure. Dan will tell you all about the time he blew former president Bill Clinton.
Yeah, USA.
Patreon.com.
Patreon.com/RareFormRadio. Pick a tier that works for you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting. And go to Heartthrob's Instagram and send him. He likes communicating with the fans. Send him tons of messages on there. He likes to hear from you.
Sure.
Dick pics abound. He loves them.
There it is.
Appreciate it. Guys, you have a good one, and we'll be back, I don't know, next week, most likely.
Sure.
All right, bye.
This is Lola, and I'm here to tell the world to stop being such pussies and listen to Rare Form Radio.